லிட்டில் டாக்ஸுக்கு லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள், சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள். மறக்காமல் அந்த பெல் ஐக்கனை தட்டி விட்டுருங்க.
Little Talks is அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம் நான் ஜித்து. So now we have Sanjeeta from Jawan Girls Army. Hi Sanjeeta, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you, Ritu?
I'm doing good. First of all, hearty congratulations for a grand release. So we saw a Jawan pre-release event in that you just spoke Tamil so nicely. Actually, atlee sir's reaction was very much. He enjoyed that particular moment. So tell us about that one particular memorable incident of the pre-release
Yeah,
event.
so I thought, since we are coming to Chennai and since the entire audience is full of people who speak the language, me being a Bengali, I obviously can't speak it, but I know a lot of songs in the language. And I think it's a very rhythmic, very beautiful, very melodious language. I love how it flows in my tongue and how it sounds in my ears. So I've always had a penchant for Tamil and for Malayalam. So I really want to learn the two languages. Before coming to the launch event, I asked one of my friends to tell me what is a good line, just one line, to say to the audience and to say to Atlee sir and Shahrukh sir, tell me anything. So then he told me this, that line, and I learned it and I rehearsed it for like 1 hour on my way there. I was like fully going. The padatha rumba special. In the it was like, and I wanted to get the diction and the pronunciation correct, and I think I got it. And no,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
really enjoyed the language. I think Atlisa's reaction was perfect. He was so surprised.
Yeah,
He did
and
that.
we too.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
very sweet. I'm glad my 1 hour rehearsal paid off.
Definitely. And your performance, not only yours, absolutely everyone's performance has been the trademark for Jawan. Actually, everyone, all from all around the world, the wishes has been pouring out. So tell us about the first day of shoot, the excitement, the nervousness. Tell us about the first meeting with King Khan as well as Atlee. So tell us about
Yeah.
that.
So I don't know if you know, but I'm also a musician. So this is my
Yeah,
first
yeah,
film.
yeah. We know this. Yes.
Yeah. So for me was like I didn't know how to process it. I didn't know what to expect. On the first day of shoot. My first day of shoot was in Pune. We were
Okay.
shooting the metro sequence. You know.
Adada.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So we were shooting it in an actual like a real metro station which had not started like it was not available to general public yet, so we were allowed to shoot there. And it was massive. There was Atlee sir and there were some hundreds of people who made up the crowd inside the metro. It was insane. I met Atlee sir and he just told me, Helena, you just have to look like you're really busy and you really know what you're doing and just walk around in the crowd and press buttons. And I was like, okay, sir. I don't know how to do that because, okay, in real life, I'm like technically challenged. I'm so bad at anything that relates to technology. So me getting the role of a hacker is like the joke of the century. But no, it was amazing. That was my first day on set, and the first day I met Shahrukh sir was in, again, still the same sequence, like we were still shooting the metro sequence, uh, and but this time we were in Bombay. And I remember before he got on set, everyone was on edge. Everyone was like, Shahrukh sir is coming, Shahrukh sir is coming. And we were like, okay, don't know what to expect. But he came in and he was so sweet. He like gave us like bear hugs and gave us like a kiss on our heads and welcomed us to the set and welcomed us to the film, which was really, really sweet and genuinely nice of him because for a person who is not in this industry, this is my first film, it makes you feel really welcome. It makes you feel like you're part of something together. There's no divide between, oh, look, I am like Shahrukh sir and you are, a new artist or anything like that. Never made us feel intimidated, never made us feel like, um, you know, we wouldn't, like we had to like kind of divide ourselves at all. We were totally like a team from the get go, from day one.
Definitely. Also, he has huge respect towards women that only reflects in on screen as well. So tell about that aspect of atlee.
So Atlee sir called us, like his sisters. Honestly, Atlee sir is like a brother for me, like an elder brother. He's not too much older than me at all. Maybe my eldest brother is as old as he is. So to have such a young um, person with so much responsibility on his shoulders, but handling it with so much grace and respect is a beautiful thing to see. Directing a pan India film with some of the biggest names from the country is not an easy feat, but he did it and he did it so beautifully. And like he did an outstanding job, and he made sure that he made time for everybody, not just the big stars but everyone. And I'm glad that he had his trust in me for the character of Helena. I'm so happy. And I remember when we went, he invited all of us, like the six of us, to his place for lunch. It was so sweet. I could tell from the way he treats Priya how he
Yeah.
would treat the rest of the women in his life. He treats her with so much love, like showers her with love, and it's so genuine. Um, from that, you can see that not just women but everyone he treats like a homie. It's very very nice. It's very sweet.
Yeah. So his speech was really emotional while talking about his wife Priya. That too during their pregnancy time. That is,
Yeah.
we had some tough times where he was on and off the shoot, and Shah Rukh Khan sir has had played a major support in that part. So you guys will be you were in that spot next to him. So tell us about those days.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, shoot had halted for multiple reasons. Um, there was Atlee sir whose wife Priya was pregnant during the time, and even one more person, Nayantara,
Yeah.
had two children in the middle of shoot. So just to see these people who are juggling their personal life and like huge events in their personal life, as well as creating this another enormous baby, which is the film
Yeah.
Jawan. At the same time, to juggle them both with such like so seamlessly, is incredible. There's so much to learn from there. And Priya visited us often on set, and it was very cute to see the two of them together. Priya would always bring us chocolates.
Ah.
And I always shamelessly went up to her and I was like, do you have chocolates today, please? And she'd be like, yes. Yeah. And she was like our little Santa Claus. No, it was very, very sweet. We haven't met their baby yet, but we met Nayantara Mam's babies. So
Oh,
beautiful. Yeah.
okay.
Very, very sweet it was. And yeah, it was really heartwarming to see like everybody kind of treating each other like family.
Totally a new shade of Nayantara have been witnessed in Jawan. That is the action-packed that role. So tell us about Nayantara ma'am's off-screen bonding with you.
So off screen, we spent time on set, discussing um, like everything other than the film. We would talk about not the film because we had to get our minds off of it. So we would talk
Yeah,
about like what it's like to be in her shoes. She is such an icon, but at the same time, like she likes to keep her, you know there's a certain kind of like she wants to make sure that her personal life is personal, her work life is work, and there's like a lot to learn from there, because especially for young actors like us, she has been in the industry for decades now, and she's made her mark, not just as an actor, but it's amazing to look up to her even as a woman, who commands respect in a slightly male dominated industry, honestly. And people respect her for who she is. She lets her craft speak for herself. She um like doesn't like she didn't come for promotions, but the people still love her because that's who she is. She doesn't have to promote because people already are in love with her. you know what an incredible personality. I have too much respect for her. And um yeah, she I mean, again, just like Atlee sir, there was no like, she's so humble. There was no divide. She would treat us as sisters.
Yeah, and the action sequences were lit, and we are witnessing that on screen. The magic has really worked off well, and also a lot of risky shots were taken. So, did you get hurt in this any particular portions around?
There was this one sequence where, have you watched the film?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Okay. So
yeah,
there was this one sequence at the very towards the end of the film where my character, like, is in the middle of a fight with
yeah,
someone inside a truck,
yeah.
and then Helena hangs out of the
Yes.
truck and is being choked. So that particular portion, I was not hurt doing it, but I remember just the act of being harnessed and hanging upside down gave me
Oh,
quite a headache. And it was like really, really hot. I remember it was very, very tedious. I remember feeling completely drained because all my blood was rushing to my head and just like hanging around like that. But I'm so glad I did it because the shot looks awesome.
yes,
So
yes.
yeah, yeah. But no, everyone kind of made sure that there was a lot of safety on set, so none of us really got hurt or anything.
Okay, okay. And at least sir, as a trademark of handling emotional scenes very much well. So the emotional scenes were just fantastic, and you guys have performed really well. So tell us
Thanks.
about that crying part and all. So how was that handled?
Because it's very hard to cry on command and keep crying for hours. You can't
Yeah.
keep crying for hours. So maybe initially you're actually crying, you have real teardrops, but after that, after take how many takes are you going to continue to cry? Then you need some glycerin, you put it in your eyes, and it basically waters. And then the emotion just comes through because, you know, I remember the most I cried was when, wow, this interview is full of spoilers. But,
No, no.
but when one of us dies, um, yeah, that's when I remember feeling really, really sad, like actually really sad from within. I remember feeling like we actually lost, one of us, and how it would actually make you feel. I mean, as an actor, you kind of have to induce that emotion inside of yourself to bring it out in the most authentic fashion. It's not always easy, especially when there's so much happening. Um, and you're switching between different kinds of costumes and different kinds of scenes, and then suddenly you have to cry, suddenly you have to look badass, suddenly you have to fight. It can't happen. But that's when glycerin comes in handy. And of course, like, uh, it was actually a lot of fun to do that. I enjoy crying on screen.
Okay, that worked really well actually. Emotions part and all. People were so connecting and they were so relatable to that portions and
Thank you,
all.
thank you, thank you
Yeah,
so much.
yeah. Okay. Tell us about your family members' reaction. How happy personally they are seeing you on screen, dancing with SRK sir and Nayan ma'am. So the dance part particularly, so it has gone
Yeah,
viral.
yeah. So my parents are elated. They are so, so happy for me. I owe a lot to them because they are the ones who, when I was 5 years old, they recognized that I have an inclination towards singing and towards dancing, and I learned Kathak from Pandit Birju Maharaj ji, and Indian classical, like Hindustani classical music from Srimati Sunanda Sharma. And I learned both of those for 10 years. So now all of these art forms are coming together in a single project, with me dancing in the film, with me singing in the film. and also acting. So they are really happy that everything that kind of I honed, all my skills, all of these years, have finally come into this one project, and it has showcased them all. So they're really, really happy for me and incredibly proud. But they don't say it too much because they want to make sure that you know I
Yeah.
keep my feet on the ground, and I'm happy about that. My dad is a painter; he's an artist, so he knows that it's very fleeting. These things, you shouldn't attach yourself too much to success. You should kind of feel it and then move on to the next project. So I am feeling it right now. Today's day one, today's release day. So I know it will pass, but right now I'm taking it in, and I'm extremely happy, and they are happy for me, and I'm so grateful for them.
Really. And we have heard that you have done a Spanish song in Jawan, so that
Yes.
personally, yeah, makes you really, really close to the heart. So tell us about that part.
Yeah. So actually, atlee sir, he knew that I am a singer, and in the first schedule when we first began shooting, Shahrukh sir got to know that I am a musician, and the next day he brought in a guitar and a mic
Oh,
on set, and he was like,
okay.
sing for us. Okay. And so I was really surprised, and I also was thinking, wow, how thoughtful. So then I sang them a song of mine. That was another Spanish song. I sang it for them, and that was like an icebreaker between all of us.
Oh.
Then they really, really, really like appreciated that song. I remember Atlee sir saying, "The goddess is in your voice," and
Ah, okay.
and I was like, "Oh, that is so, so, so sweet." I was genuinely very, very happy. And all of this time later, 2 years later, um, Atlisa called me, like
Oh.
last month, and he was like, uh, Sanjeeta, you can write and sing in Spanish, right? And I was like, yeah. Where is this going? And then he's like, would you like to write a song for Jawan? And I was like, oh my goodness, of course. Holy shit, wow, okay, let's do it. And within an hour, Anirudh's team sent me a track. Uh, and within half an hour, I scribbled and I wrote the song because I was high on adrenaline. I was like, oh my God, I have to do this right now. And so I wrote the song, I sent them a voice note, and all night I couldn't sleep. Next morning, I got a voice note back from Anirudh saying, this sounds killer, da. And I was like,
Wow.
and he's like, yeah, make this song your own, let's do it. Keep like just send us the final takes and do your thing, have fun with it. So I did. And
Yeah. Could you sing that?
yeah, yeah, I can, sure. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Esta es la historia de amistad y de justicia y amor. No, no tengo miedo de tus armas, no, tengo fuerza en mi corazón. Ahí tengo a mis chicas, dile a lo malo que su tiempo casi ha terminado. Sí sé que ganaremos y nuestro jefe pateará tu culo. That's
Wow. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you for singing.
you. Thank you.
Actually,
And I'm really,
yeah.
really happy that the song is used in like some integral parts, like twice through the
Yeah.
movie. I'm just, I can't tell you how happy I am and how grateful
Yeah.
I am to Atlee sir for remembering, for Anirudh for doing this, and oh,
Yes.
I'm just so happy.
Yeah. So finally, the suspense has been broken. Everyone would be asking whether Vijay sir plays a cameo in Jawan or not. So finally, it has been broken.
Yeah,
Some disappointment, but sure, I hope they share a beautiful bonding between them, SRK sir and Thalapathy Vijay sir. Hope in future they collaborate for us, right? So have you seen
absolutely.
Vijay sir's movies? Yeah.
No, to be very honest, I haven't, but I know the hype is very, very real and I absolutely must. Can you suggest a film that I should watch?
Yeah, Gilly.
Gilly.
All-time favorite. Yeah.
Gilly. Yeah. Okay,
Gilly,
okay. I'll
yes.
make sure I
Yeah.
watch with subtitles. I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch.
do let us know. Yes.
I
After
will. I
watching,
will.
do let
I'll
us
make sure. I'll let you know.
know.
But no, I really, I remember even at the pre-launch, whenever Thalapathy Vijay sir's name came up, the crowd would go absolutely berserk. And
Yeah.
I know that I'm sure there's a little bit of disappointment, but I mean, all in all, Jawan is doing so well,
Yeah.
and I'm so happy, and I
Yeah.
hope that Vijay sir and Vijay Sethupathi sir and Shahrukh sir do something next time together.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Sanjeeta. So kind of you. You have done a great job in Jawan, and people have been pouring all the love around the world. So just
Thank
enjoy
you.
that. Just this moment is yours, and wishing you very best from our team for your future. And
Thank you so
thank you
much.
so much.
Thanks, Ritu.
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you.
See
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.